We're heading into day 4 of the 2023 Wimbledon Championships, and some first round matches still haven't been played, while some fans caught themselves a case after a protest went very wrong. Meanwhile, Stefanos, Tsitsipas, and Paula Badosa forced themselves into the headlines once more after revealing that they'll be playing mixed doubles at the championships. I'm here to talk about this and much more here on Grand Slam Tennis News Today. Hi, my name is Christian Bassnight, and you're watching Grand Slam Tennis News Today. Tennis's hottest power couple at the moment, Stefanos Tsitsipas and Paula Badosa, will join forces playing mixed doubles together at the 2023 Wimbledon Championships. The pair didn't get much love from the tennis gods, though, drawing top seeds Jessica Pegula and Austin Krajicek. Tsitsipas and Badosa's romance has taken the tennis world by storm ever since they went public last month, starting a joint couple IG page, Tsitsidosa. The two flooded our Instagram feeds with pictures and videos from their Dubai trip following the French Open. Tsitsipas has gone as far to say that the two are soulmates, which is also reflected in their bio reading, "Best friends and soulmates, nothing less, nothing more." The two soulmates had successful starts to their Wimbledon campaigns, Paula Badosa defeating Alison Risk-Armitage 6-3, 6-3. Badosa played her first match since Rome, where she sustained a spine injury that forced her to a draw from Roland Garros. Paula now plays former best friend on tour Monte Kostruk, the Ukrainian earning the biggest scalp of the women's draw thus far, taking down 8th seed Maria Sakkari love 6, 7-5, 6-2. Side note, I think a coaching change is long overdue for Sakkari, as she hasn't made it past the third round at a major since the 2022 Australian Open, which is simply unacceptable for someone of her caliber and talent. After Badosa beat Risk-Armitage, who has not won a main draw singles match all season, she rushed over to court 2 to watch her man win an epic 5-set victory over Dominic Thiem, which he won in a deciding tiebreak. I truly do feel for Thiem, as this was yet another match he could have and really should have won. He had a big opportunity to take charge, being up a break point at 3-all in the 5th set, but Steph saved it with an incredible stab volley. I hope Thiem keeps his head up and continues to work hard, because you have to feel that his time will come eventually. Up next for Stefanos is another Grand Slam champion in Andy Murray, who will actually be the favorite here in my opinion, as he's far more comfortable on the grass. Plus, Murray's been playing very well at the moment, as he won 2 back-to-back challenger titles heading into this championships. I'm sure that Andy's going to be keen on getting revenge too, after that tough US Open loss that he sustained to Steph back in 2021. Going back and focusing on Tsitsidosa, there has been a lot of commentary and conversation about this relationship. Many people feeling that Steph's new flame is why he suffered a meek 1-3 record heading into the championship. I personally feel that it's too soon to be reaching like this, especially around the grass season, which is Tsitsipas' least favorite. I don't see the relationship itself having a negative impact on Stefanos' game per se, but I think that them being so public about it and constantly throwing content in our faces might cause some problems. Don't get me wrong, I think Steph and Paula together is great for tennis. It's arguably one of the biggest stories in the sport, at least on social media. Tsitsipas and Badosa both featured in Netflix's Breakpoint docuseries, so that extra PR will surely help bring more eyes to the sport. The lovey-dovey stuff, though, is a bit abnormal, considering that the two only started talking in May at the Italian Open. Tsitsipas told Vicky Giordatu of SDNA, "It started in Rome with a message from me when she beat Ons Jabeur in the second round. I watched the match and I really liked the way that she played and handled the situation against a very good clay player like Ons, who plays very smart, using drop shots, etc. I sent her congratulations and the whole story started like that. The truth is, she was a big fan of mine before this, and I was too, of the way she plays, while I also liked her character and her personality. It was a common thing on both sides. It was meant to happen. There were so many signs of why this is normal to happen. I won't go into details because it would take me an hour to talk. In a way, I feel like I'm falling in love for the first time in my life. I never expected this to happen, and it gives me a new perspective on life. It makes me a happier person. Whether I win titles or lose, it doesn't matter to me. I know I have found my woman. I know we're here to create beautiful moments together. I will support her as much as I can along with my tennis. I will be there for her. I love her very much, much and will continue to love her forever. Obviously, people fall in love faster than others, but I'm not sure if this is exactly healthy. I do hope that it's true love rather than lust and infatuation or even fake PR stuff. The constant posting, in my opinion, just rids the relationship of authenticity. Slightly lower ranked players Katie Boulter and Alex de Minaur have been dating for a minute, and they look far more natural and cuter, to be honest. They'll also be playing mixed doubles with each other, by the way. Now, from the looks of it, Tsitsipas is very happy and seemingly madly in love, but Badosa doesn't seem as head over heels. Tsitsipas has possibly never had a love like this, while Badosa only recently broke up with her former longtime boyfriend Juan Betancourt, which also makes me a bit skeptical of this relationship. People say that Paula is gonna break Stefanos' heart, and I can't help but feel the same way, and that the Spanish woman would indeed be the one to break things off if they don't end up working out in the end. It would be scary for me if I were a Tsitsipas fan, which I'm not, if they do indeed break up, but all we can do is just hope for the best. I wish them all the best in both their relationship and their mixed doubles partnership. Now, enough of those lovebirds, and delving fully into the Wimbledon action, there still has not been a whole lot of it due to rain impeding play the second and third days of action. On day 2, only 8 matches were completed, which meant that 69 first round matches were scheduled for day 3. Unfortunately, the rain prevented the likes of Karolina Muchova and Bianca Andreescu from taking the court, the former taking to Twitter to vent her frustrations about the delay. A lot of people were not happy about the tournament's decision to not start play on the 2 short courts earlier in the day, not to mention they refused to close the roof during the initial rain shower to get play going on those 2 courts faster. This is honestly just unprofessional for a Grand Slam, not to mention the oldest Grand Slam and the oldest tennis tournament in history to be this backed up in play, especially when it can be prevented. Roland Garros used to have these issues too before they installed 2 roofs and put lights on all the courts so that play could continue into the night. I feel bad for players who still have yet to play their first round matches because their recovery times are all screwed up. Plus, even for players like Tsitsipas who were able to finish their matches today, they have such a quick turnaround, many having to play right back again tomorrow. Just 4 second round matches in total were finished today, which saw Novak Djokovic, Jannik Sinner, Iga Swiatek, and Daria Kasatkina all advance in straight sets. Some second round matches initially scheduled for tomorrow have already been cancelled, putting an even deeper wrench in the scheduling. Now, the rain wasn't the only reason play was suspended, as Just Stop Oil, a UK-based environmental activist group, staged 2 protests mid-match. The first came on court 18 during Dimitrov's match, where 2 people ran out on court and threw orange confetti and puzzle pieces. The pair was arrested, but not before 2 more individuals from the group did the same stunt while Daria Saville and Katie Boulter were competing. We've seen a steady number of on-court protests, as last year a climate change activist tied herself to the net post at the French Open, and then at the Laver Cup, a man literally set fire to his arm. The American players were on fire themselves today, with Sloane Stephens, Madison Keys, Danielle Collins, and Madison Brangle all progressing to round 2. On the men's side, Taylor Fritz, Francis Tiafoe, Tommy Paul, Ben Shelton, Chris Eubanks, and Marcos Giron all won their matches today. One American who failed to make the second round was self-proclaimed Wimbledon title favorite Sebastian Korda, who fell to Yuri Vesely in round 1. I actually had Sebastian make the finals, but I was not surprised too that he lost because Vesely is a great grass court player and is very dangerous for these top-seeded opponents early in slams. Besides the Sakari, Felix, Korda, and Coco losses, there haven't been any real notable upsets. Karolina Pliskova, who I had making the quarterfinals, suffered a shock straight sets loss to qualifier Natalia Stevanovic, which opens up the draw for her compatriot Petra Kvitova, who was also her projected third-round opponent. Also, shout out to Anett Kontaveit, who's playing her final tournament here at Wimbledon. She won her first round match today, and she now faces 32nd seed Marie Boskova. Hopefully, she plays on a court that actually has space for spectators to sit. Looking ahead to tomorrow, Ruud, Rybakina, and Murray Tsitsipas are on center court, while Zverev, Sloane, and Pegula take number 1. Collins benches Fernandez Garcia, Andreeva, Krejcikova are on courts 2, 3, and 4 respectively, and then Tommy Paul v. Milos Raonic are on court number 17. That's all I have for today's recap, and let me know your thoughts on Tsitsidosa, the scheduling scandal, and any other action from the grounds in the the comment section below. Also, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you're notified whenever I post my Day 4 recap. Thanks for watching. I'm Christian Bass Knight, and I'll see y'all next time here on Grand Slam Tennis News Today.